Hey guys, Nolar here, back with JP Dokkan, and today I'm going to take this Universe 6 team in light of the news that we're getting a Kefla Dokkan Fest coming up, so just want to see what the team kind of feels and maybe how it can improve and give you some of my thoughts. So instead of just doing a speculation video, I'll talk about all this stuff as I go through, but just to make sure everyone knows what's going on, I'm taking the physical Berserk Kale, who's gonna get an easy A. Right now she does immense damage, lowers enemy defense on super, and then her passive skill is just straight up 120 attack and a great chance to launch an additional chance. Super attack with the chance to launch an additional super attack. Great chance that is. And then I'm taking the AGL Khalifa here, Super Saiyan 2. She's also getting an easy A. Supreme damage raises defense by 30% for 3 turns. The attack is 90% on her passive, with a high chance to evade enemy's attack, including super attack, and a medium chance to evade enemy super attack, and counter with tremendous power. So she's gonna dodge. Medium chance for her, I think that's what, 30% for her to actually counter back. And of course, taking the tech Khalifa, stacks attack and defense, attack 60%, attack and defense 60%. Chance of evading super attack plus 6% per Universe 6 or Peppy Gal's category ally, so you got a full team here. Evades enemy attack plus super if there is a Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyans category enemy. We're doing the which stage is this? Oh, I can't remember. But you'll see when we get it. I think it's the Goku family one. I want to say. Of course, we're taking the Strength Kale. She's raised attack and defense infinitely stacks. Supreme damage. Same thing, except attack 10% per Pure Saiyans or Peppy Gal's category ally on the team. Launches an additional super when there's a USS or Pure Saiyans category enemy. Of course, we got the LR Kale Khalifa, which everyone knows. And here, hit is just the lead. I expect the Kefla, I'm gonna dive right in. The new Kefla is probably gonna lead U6 and another category, or they could pull a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and make her U6 and USS, so because we don't have enough USS leaders at all. Yeah, this is pretty much the rotation. No, it's not. I'm gonna do this. Gotta keep her on, and then because Kale's coming, base form Kale's coming back next turn, so I'm gonna link these two base form Khalifa and base form Kale together. And then I'm going to get the LR with... I'm not sure yet who I want the LR with, to be honest. So the issue of running this team right now on this kind of event is the defense. So that's why they're getting easy A's, right? There's the Berserk Kale and the Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa. They need some help. They just don't have defense in the past. I mean, Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa raises defense by 30% for 3 turns, but it's not enough, so they'll probably slap us on defense. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what else they'll do with her, but yeah, it's just in terms of they just need some defense boost, you know, and the buff from there should be fine. They have Shattering the Limit. That shouldn't be too bad, honestly. I mean, when Kefla comes in, you can run a full Kefla team. I mean, a Kale and Khalifa team with Keflas as, you know, your on this as the basis of the fusion. So, okay, yeah, Hit's gonna get off rotation soon once I get everything established because he's just a liability defensively. Amazing offensive unit. Like, look at that. But so yeah, the easy A's, like Kale's leader skill is physical key +2. And stats 90%. It's probably gonna be a key 3, 120. Okay, yeah. So this is what I want to see. Oh, it's gonna hurt in the back, but let's see how bad. Raditz hits hard. Okay, she hits for 1,000,000. Okay. And Khalifa, Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa, she's currently key 2, HP attack and defense 70%. Could be key 3, 80 or 90. Not entirely sure what they're going to do with her. And of course, the base form kill and the base form Kefla, they didn't confirm that. At least I don't think they confirmed that they're getting a awakening, but I imagine they would, right? Like, why wouldn't they? Okay, come on, one more. There we go. And if they do, I'm trying to think. If they get an awakening, they just... Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Are we dead? We're not dead. But that did hurt a lot. Maybe I'll just keep it this way. I won't need to heal. Because the LOL girls are just gonna tank them. Okay, so like raise attack and defense, maybe from supreme damage to immense, maybe. Probably attack and defense like 80, 90%. I don't know what else they could do. I mean, they're good as is. It's just, it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. Okay. I think I have to heal. I'm pretty sure I have to heal. Okay. This base form Goku does some work, so they've been on rotation once together? Yeah, so just need to get them to start stacking. Yeah, so they're the base form Kill and Kefla, they're pure Saiyans, Kopi Gals, Key 2, 80% stats. Probably Key 3, 100%. Yeah, it's pretty much... They're good as they are. Yeah, not sure how else they're gonna if they were awakening them, what they would do. But yes, talk about the Kefla. So Kefla's base form, then she goes Super Saiyan, then Super Saiyan 2. They didn't really... Oh, Kit, you're such a defensive liability. Oh, Jesus Christ. And this is not a good rotation either. We still have the 8er up, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think I can see them being a U6 lead. Maybe something else, or they'll do U6 and USS. I don't really want them to add another category. Even if it was like, I don't know. I mean, they could be pure Saiyans technically. No, but there wouldn't be. I mean, they're Potara, so I don't know, man. I really think it's gonna be U6 and USS, with the potential of being the USS part being cut out and being something else. But yeah, and then if it's two passive transformations, I hate it. I hate it the most. This is the reason why I didn't like the transformation like meta when it first was introduced, because as my friend Nox would say, you got a base unit that would transform into something really great later, but you got stuck with that base unit until you met the requirements, and sometimes the requirements were easy and sometimes they were just garbage. But you were always wanting to play with the transformed unit, so it's kind of like, oh, let me just get through this crap so I can, you know, finally transform them and yada yada yada, and you're like, you shouldn't value your card like that, you know what I mean? Okay, I gotta take another item. I don't think we're gonna get very far in this because I don't have many good defensive units, hit being one of them. I mean, these girls here, they dodge like crazy and stack their attack and defense, so they're gonna be good for the long haul, but the rest of the team's not looking very good. So yeah, like, to get back to my point about the transformation mechanic, it's like everyone wants to get to the transform state. Now, what they did that was interesting is when they introduced active skills, and at least they did this with, what's it called? With, like, Cooler, where with the active skill transformation, you get to choose whether or not you transform. And because there's a choice, what they ended up doing was they made Cooler pre-transform to support unit and post-transformation a hard hitter. So, depending on the playstyle, you can choose what you want. So, if it's just like, I think it's a mistake in V-Jump where they said it's two passive skill transformations. If that's the case, then yeah, I don't want to even touch it, you know. But I mean, if it is a mistake, then there's an active skill. Man, we're just gonna die here. That's okay. I'll probably try to get some other gameplay in here to give while I give my stream of consciousness thoughts on this Kefla coming. But yeah, if it's an active skill transformation, kind of like Trunks, right? First turn, your base Trunks. Second, third turn, your Super Saiyan Trunks, and the fifth turn from then on. If you want to activate this active skill, go ahead. I think that's fine, which means that means the base form is really, she's just called base form Kefla because then you don't want to interfere with like some Super Saiyan Kefla or Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Well, we have a Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, but like, you know what I mean? Like just the same naming scheme restriction that they put on the game. Okay, can we handle this? Can't be stunned. Nope. Oh, we're not handling this. Alright, let's try some boss rush. Let's just do a boss rush. Just because these guys don't have defense, I don't think it's even viable. Alright, so we're going to be back here with the latest boss rush 10. I don't even remember who's on here. I think we'll be okay. I think being the word here. Yeah, it doesn't look too difficult. Is this full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. But anyways, coming back in on the topic of what I expect from Kefla, I think the V-jump scans were a mistake, and so she'll be passive skill and active skill transformation. And that's fine to me. That's fine. Completely fine. No issues there. I think the biggest issue you would run into is like, what are her leads? You know, what category is she leading? And like I said, U6, USS seems like to be the case, but most people, and I feel like they're clamoring to give them new leads, new categories, because on JP they've just got this thing where they need to have a new category in order to sell the new Dokkan Fest unit. Not necessarily the case, but I feel like that's what they think, so that's what they always go for. Okay. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with them. Okay, she's on that rotation. Yes, let's throw her off. Let's do this. You won't do too much unless you start critting. If they give this Berserker Kale, okay, I'm just thinking about it. They can make her like the physical Broly, easy A. Stag defense and attack, but like ensure that she gets an additional super. So make her the female version of Broly, which is essentially what she is. I think that'd be fine. And here, yeah, these girls are gonna take it over. That'll be fun to run the memes, like all Kefla, Kale and Kefla team. Although, that can be interesting. It all depends on the EZAs and Awakenings, like who I would and wouldn't take. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited because she's honestly, after 5 years in this game, she's the very first female Dokkan Fest exclusive, I think. There's no 18 exclusive, there's no like Videl or any of those. They've just been SSR cards, they just haven't been Dokkan Fest exclusive. So, yay for a milestone, I guess. Alright, come on, hit. And shout out to Town for letting me borrow his hits. Okay. Oh, that was my hit. Okay, so this is Town's hit. Alright, there's that. And this. Let's see how we do it. Yeah, so I think the biggest thing is everyone's like, we got teased the UI Goku. Everyone's thinking it's global first, which it could be. I have no idea if it is or isn't. It could go either way in my mind. To me, it seems like it's a JP release, and everyone's gonna scream, you're biased because you play JP, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm saying it because while Dokkan Fest exclusives, and then there's usually, like, the pattern is we get a DFE, then a couple weeks later we get a LR. the LR doesn't necessarily have to correlate with the DFE, right? So a perfect example would be when God Goku came out. Super Saiyan God Goku, it was like in between Cooler and 13, or was it between 13? No, it was like, yeah, it was Cooler and then Super Saiyan God and then 13, and then Super Saiyan absorbed Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku. So like there's the two dichotomies, right? You got DFE and LRs that aren't related, and then you have DFE and LRs that are related. To me, UI Goku would make sense if it is a DFE and an LR that are related, because guess who Kefla fought? It was a Goku, UI Goku. So to me, that gives me some like credence to the thought process that, hey, you know, there's a possibility it's strictly JP, but dude, it could be global exclusive. It would piss off a lot of actual Japanese players. And it would be super hype in the best way possible to drain every one of their stones before the 5th year anniversary. A very scummy tactic, but a smart business one. But yeah, so I could see it being both, or quite possibly it's a dual release for global and JP at the same time, because like Fighters is getting UI Goku, and it's been hinted in a way, not fully, but hinted in a way that it's a UI Goku for Legends as well. So it would be interesting to have simultaneous releases of UI Goku and all the Dragon Ball properties that they can release him in. It was just really interesting, mostly because like I think there's no anime going on right now. So like there's like when JP Dokkan had the super anime going, it was so hype, but it also really screwed with Dokkan's schedule. But they had to like screw the schedule in order to capitalize on the hype, because that's how they made most of their money. So like for example, when in the anime they showed Vegeta Blue off, like I don't know how long it was, but maybe it was like a couple days or like that weekend of, they released a teaser for Rose and Vegeta Blue, like physical Vegeta Blue and AGL Rose, and everyone was so hyped. I mean, I was. Or when UI Goku just aired, you know, the first time when he went sign against Jiren, immediately in game was an announcement that UI Goku was coming next. And that's what I mean by they screwed with their schedule, because there was no awakening for MUI because they didn't want to spoil it. So what they ended up doing was they just left them unawakened for like months. But still, like, I'm fine with it because it just really brought the hype to the game, and everyone summoned and everyone went crazy, and we hit first within the first 24 hours, you know, stuff like that. Like that was awesome. And because there's no anime to revolve themselves, or to revolve the other Dragon Ball properties, Dokkan, Legends, Fighters, and Kakarot, but Kakarot's its own standalone single-player kind of experience. You know, you got your two mobile games, which will always want to capitalize on that, and Fighters is kind of in that arena too, just for consoles and PC. They have no way to unify that, so unifying around a UI Goku release, that Fighter set, it's an interesting concept that I think could work. Okay, so this is a Dokkan meter here. Okay. Yeah, so like with the MCU and Marvel games, there's Marvel Puzzle Quests, Marvel Contest of Champions, there's Strike Force, there's... Am I missing anything? Contest of Champion, Strike Force, Puzzle Quest. Oh, well, Future Fight, of course. Like those games, they're unified around the MCU. So whenever the MCU comes out with a movie, they always know, okay, at that time we're going to release, like the Black Widow movie should have been released in May? Was it May? Yeah, May. Well, we're in May, so like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, right around now. Clearly, with what's going on with the world, that's not happening, but they would release that. They would have that scheduled date to be like, okay, we'll release the new Black Widow like costume or character, and then we'll put up the ancillary events and stuff like that to go around with it, you know? So it's very interesting that with the Marvel games, they do that, and Dokkan, the Dragon Ball IP doesn't have that because they don't have the anime right. Which is why I don't understand, other than Toriyama doesn't want to be involved anymore, he wants to take a break. Well, either one of the two. If that's the case, then that's fine with him, but like, if that's the reason, if there's no other reason than that to not continue the anime, because it freaking prints money. I don't know, man. So it would be kind of cool and interesting for the Dragon Ball community to get hyped around like a simultaneous release of UI Goku in all its forms for JP Dokkan, Global Dokkan, Legends, and Fighters. It'd be really, really fun. But I don't know. I mean, again, this is all speculation as of this recording. Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You know, is it really global exclusive first, or is it simultaneous release with JP and Global? Nobody knows. All we know that whatever version it drops on, there's gonna be some major hype and some major salt if it doesn't come to both. That's for sure. Like I said, JP players are never content on letting Global have its day. You know, something I've noticed. Which means in that case, if you know, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here, but if that's the case, then why aren't we on a simultaneous release schedule for Global and JP? If they don't want people to get pissed and missed out on stuff, like, why keep it separated? But that's a whole other topic. I can go on a video for another day. So anyways, I've been haphazardly paying attention to this. We seem to be doing okay. And Kale's going off. Yeah, I don't have the World Tournament ones because that was right around Christmas time, and I was with my family, so I didn't farm. I didn't even hit 20 million points, guys, or 23 million to get the first copy. I was just so busy. So yeah, I don't have those to showcase whatsoever, unfortunately. But the LR, Kale and Khalifa are pretty amazing. Okay, 3 million crit. Off we go. So yeah, I mean, I think once everything awakens and we got the stacking and all that stuff, it's gonna be really, really good for the girls, or to do the longer events, I should say. So, yep. That's kind of my thoughts on the Kefla, Kale. All, you know, this stuff is a Universe 6 celebration, which we had that in April last year with LR, Kale, and Khalifa and Hit. Yeah, so it's fine. I'm just surprised that they're not gonna, well, we'll see, but I don't think they're gonna release anything else in the meantime. Ugh, come on, Hit. You got a crit if you're gonna do something. You got 5% crit because I think this is Talons. Nope. Yikes. Alright. Maybe I'll keep you on rotation. So at least you got some defensive capabilities. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Girls are pretty, you know, this team is going to be pretty good. Not going to lie. Okay, off we go. Ah, this Kid Goku's great. It's just I'm not a fan of. Oh, he stunned me. He stunned me, didn't he? Yeah. I should have put Kefla in the front because she would have dodged everything. Oh well. It tells you how much I play with this team because it's so hard to find a freaking use. Like, I have to ask people to put their hits up. Like, that's how bad it is. I mean, USS is not a bad category. It's just hit himself. Nobody wants to run him. I understand why, because he does not have any defensive capabilities. He can't, you know, he can hit hard, but if the second he takes a hit, it's over. All right, girls, come on. All right, well, you know what, guys? I'm going to wrap it here just because you guys seen some gameplay. I get to play around with them a little bit. And you got, you know, gave my thoughts collectively on Kefla, UI Goku, all that stuff. Leave in the comments below what you guys think, your predictions. Are you excited? You think it's boring? I'm sure you guys are waiting to see some summons and all that stuff. And but let me know what you guys think. If you're new here, please consider hitting that like button and the subscribe button, because if you like the content, then I'll try to put it out as much as possible. But in any case, guys, I'll catch y'all next time. Nolar out.